Earth in its primordial age, an era of harsh survival. Human ancestors trudged along, foraging day by day. They shared bitter wild fruits just to stave off hunger. But from another dimension, they were being watched. A highly advanced extraterrestrial entity. We monitored these tiny creatures using state-of-the-art tech. Down on the ground, wild instinct was the only thing that existed. Naivety was clearly visible on every ape-man's face. Each passing day was a relentless battle against starvation. The green fruits on the branches were their only hope for life. They tore and swallowed hastily just to survive. No language, no civilization, just a primal passion. Life revolved around the dark shadows of ignorance. Majestic nature was far too cruel to them. Meanwhile, the mysterious visitor silently analyzed. Holographic images display complex DNA sequences. He was calculating a plan that would change history. Masterful hands operated the futuristic control panel. Crops vanished. The African savanna sank into a severe drought. The ancient pack huddled under withered trees. Their bodies were exhausted, breathing weakly from fatigue. Utter despair was etched onto their gaunt faces. Some individuals already bore the tumors of disease. Death was slowly consuming this pitiful species. The alien began to intervene deeper into the data. He zoomed in on every painful expression of the ape-men. The decision was made. He would no longer just stand by. A purposeful intervention was about to be executed. He turned and walked toward the sterile laboratory. Moving through brilliant and mysterious galactic simulations. His eyes stopped at the areas containing chemical specimens. He began selecting elements never before seen on Earth. The multicolored liquids carried massive mysteries. He paid special attention to a glowing vial of solution. A brilliant blue light shining in the middle of space. He combined them using his telepathic powers. Finally, a mystical purple solution was born. It held within it an intensely powerful life force. The navigation system instantly locked onto the blue planet's coordinates. Earth appeared magnificent amidst a vast silent universe. Everything was ready for a historic visitation. The massive spaceship parted the stars, heading straight for the atmosphere. It pierced through the thick clouds, bringing new hope. The silhouette of the flying saucer glided over the desolate savanna. Below, the frail creatures were still waiting for help. Their tragic cries echoed across the land and sky. A strange wind blew past as the saucer slowly descended. It hovered right above the terrified pack of ape-men. The landing gears slowly touched the dry, cracked earth. The spaceship door opened, blazing with a blinding light. The magnificent creature stepped down with a majestic aura. In his hand was the purple vial, gleaming with a ray of hope. The ape-men looked up with eyes full of absolute terror. He smiled, trying to soothe their sheer panic. With slow steps, he approached the smallest creature. There was no attack, only a completely silent atmosphere. They trembled and backed away, but curiosity kept them in place. He held the magical vial out in front of the ape-man. A rough hand hesitantly reached out to accept the strange gift. Holding the vial, the ape-man was confused about what to do. Finally, instinct told him to bring it to his mouth and taste it. A gulp of the purple liquid was hastily swallowed. Instantly, an electric shock ran down his spine. Wounds healed and vital energy surged through his body. His veins glowed brightly beneath his dark skin. His dull eyes suddenly sparked with brand new awareness. The alien god used his power to duplicate the potion. Dozens of vials floated into the hands of every single one. Without hesitation, they all drank it down at once. A miracle happened. A lightning-fast evolution began. Purple lightning wrapped around their bodies, waking dormant brains. For the first time, they looked at each other and understood complex concepts. Cheers erupted. They were thrilled with their newfound power. But intelligence always comes with unpredictable risks. Back on the ship, the alien ran a simulation. He wanted to see how this seed of awareness would sprout. An image of a leader screaming and calling for rare power. Two factions formed out of differences and sheer greed. Primitive weapons like spears were crafted to stab and slash. A bloody war began right on their home city. They charged at each other with the extreme ferocity of wild beasts. The new power was used to strip away each other's weapons. Ruthless blows rained down on the heads of their brothers. Dust swirled blood. Blood had dyed an entire land. The clash of weapons mixed with agonizing screams. Everything spiraled out of control from their initial awareness. The strong crushed the weak. There was no room for humanity. Bodies piled up. A dark future was becoming reality. Everywhere, there was only destruction and looming death. They wrestled in the mud, tearing each other apart mercilessly. Looking down from above, it was a tragic genocide. This species was driving itself to the brink of extinction. The war just kept going with no signs of stopping. The alien visitor stood thoughtfully in front of the large screen. He carefully observed every detail of the massacre. It seemed the first experiment had left a massive loophole. Granting intellect without compassion was a great mistake. He looked straight into the rising violent nature of humanity. An immediate adjustment was needed to save everything. He rewound the moments, searching for the weakness in their minds. The console lit up again with complex 3D DNA sequences. He set to work designing a new spiritual element. The concept of empathy, compassion, and true harmony. He carefully spliced the genetic codes to create balance. A new DNA symbol formed radiant and steadfast. From midair, he conjured a giant sphere of energy. Inside, it carried the yin-yang symbol of pure peace. The sphere radiated pure light, driving away all darkness. The giant saucer once again cast its shadow over the valley. Its magnetic power brought all violent acts to a grinding halt. Blue light from the ship shone down on the barren ground. Savior stepped down again, bringing the final hope. In his hands was the sphere containing the concept of benevolence. He stood before two armies burning with bloodlust and hatred. With just a glance, he commanded them to stop the war. He raised the sphere high, releasing its spiritual power. The sphere soared into the air, emitting a blinding halo. The aura enveloped everyone, broadcasting a vision of the future. They saw humans joining forces to build a civilization. Enlightenment spread, creeping into every corner of their soul. warriors suddenly realized the meaninglessness of the slaughter. Weapons dropped to the ground one by one. Ferocity vanished completely. Two men who were once enemies now stood facing each other. They reached out, touching each other with genuine forgiveness. A tight embrace wiped away all previous resentment. The whole group discarded their spears, running toward each other in joy. They hugged each other tightly, forming a solid circle of connection. Everyone simultaneously bowed deeply to the great leader. Gratitude was shown to the priceless gift of peace. A new era had truly begun with cooperation and sharing. They forged together, helping each other every step of the way. Laughter returned as they picked each other. Every hand now involved a combined effort of the whole community. They carried food back home in triumphant joy. Gathering in a circle, the symbol of endless equality. Skillful hands worked together to create a magical fire. The fire blazed up, illuminating the darkness of the wild. Food was shared equally. No one had to starve anymore. They danced around the fire, celebrating life and love.